Hey friends, welcome with a new video. You know that feeling, when you are talking to someone in English, and you want to describe something, maybe a place, a food, a room, and suddenly your brain just stops? You know exactly what you want to say, in your own language. Every single word. But in English? Nothing comes out. Or maybe the only thing you can say is, it's good. Or it's nice. And then, silence. So today, we are going to walk through real-life situations, and you are going to listen to real English sentences, being used naturally. No complicated words. Just you, listening and learning. When I say a sentence, you can pause the video, and repeat the same sentence, for better understanding. Let us begin. So let me take you somewhere very familiar. A place almost every single person has to visit at some point in their life. A bank. Now, think about this. You have just moved to a new city, maybe even a new country, and you need to open a bank account. But the moment you walk through that door, and the bank employee starts speaking to you, everything feels different. I want you to just listen, repeat after me. Do not stress about understanding every single word yet. Here we go. You walk up to the counter. The employee looks at you and says, "We need proof of your identity before we can open a bank account for you." So, you ask, "What other documents do you need?" And the employee replies, "You'll need to provide us with a utility bill." She continues, "We'll also need a passport-sized photo." Now, you think you have everything, but then she says something that surprises you. "We can't accept online bills as proof of address." So now you need to bring a physical paper bill from home. She then says, "You need to fill in a form." You pick up the pen and start writing. But she gently stops you and adds, "Please write in block capitals." That means clear, capital letters, one by one. Then she asks you a question. "What's your country of origin?" She wants to know where you are from. You tell her, and she smiles and points to the bottom of the page. "Please sign here." You sign your name. Then she points to a small square box on the form and says, "Tick the box." You put a small check mark inside the box. And just like that, the first part is done. Now I want you to think about those sentences for a moment. You heard them once already. Let me say a few of them again, so they really settle into your memory. We need proof of your identity before we can open a bank account for you. You'll need to supply us with a utility bill. We can't accept online bills as proof of address. Please write in block capitals. Tick the box. Good. Just keep listening. You are doing better than you think. Now, for example, you are back at the bank. The employee says something, and you did not catch it. So, you say, "I'm sorry. I don't understand. Can you say that again, please?" She explains it to you. But she speaks quite fast, and you are still a little lost. So, this time, very politely, you say, "Could you speak more slowly, please?" She appreciates that you asked. She slows down. She goes through everything again, step by step. And this time, you understand. Now, let us hear those sentences one more time, because these are sentences you will use in your real life. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can you say that again, please? What does valid mean? Could you speak more slowly, please? Now you are walking through a parking lot with a friend. You spot a sign on the wall. Your friend is about to pull in and park. You quickly say, "You can't park here." Or even more formally, "You must not park here." Both mean the same thing. It is not allowed. And finally, it is Sunday morning. You open one eye. And then you remember, with the biggest smile on your face, I don't need to work today. You pull the blanket back over your head. Perfect. Now let us hear all of those sentences one more time, together. You must give us proof of your identity. He has to work hard. I've got to go shopping. Do you have to work on Saturdays? You can't park here. I don't need to work today. Can you feel how natural those sounded? Each one fits perfectly into a real moment in life. That is how English actually works. We are almost at the end of today's lesson. I want to bring everything together. All the sentences you have heard today, in one final story. I want you to just listen, as I describe them. A young woman named Layla walks into a bank for the first time. She takes a deep breath and walks up to the counter. The employee looks up and smiles, then she says, "We need proof of your identity before we can open a bank account for you." Layla opens her bag and pulls out her documents. The employee looks through them and says, "You'll need to supply us with a utility bill. We'll also need a passport-sized photograph." Layla has both. She hands them over. The employee gently says, "We can't accept online bills as proof of address." Layla's face falls a little. She did not know that. The employee is kind about it and slides a form across to her and says, "You need to fill in a form. Please write in block capitals." Layla picks up the pen and starts filling in her details. Then comes a question she was not fully prepared for. "What's your country of origin?" Layla answers clearly. The employee points to the bottom of the form. "Please sign here." Layla signs. Then the employee points to a small box. "Tick the box." Then the employee says something Layla does not know. Layla says honestly, "I'm sorry. I don't understand. Can you say that again, please?" The employee explains. Layla asks one more thing. "Could you speak more slowly, please? Could you repeat that, please?" And the employee does, clearly. And Layla understands. The employee then says, "You must give us proof of your identity." Layla already has it. That evening, Layla calls her sister. Her sister says, "I think you should take an English course." Layla says, "I already started." And that is the story of Layla. That is our lesson for today. Every sentence you heard in this video, you will hear again in real life. At a bank, at a job, on the street, in a shop. And when you do, I want you to remember this video. Because you are learning. You are serious, and you are going to get there. Come back and listen to this video again and again. The more you listen, the more natural it will feel. That is how it works. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.